Just about to get started. Getting the nod in this one, Corbin Burns.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
All right, ready to go here. And stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Late swing fouled off. Hit hard on the ground is short. Whips it to Smith.
Out.
And the first out of the game is an easy one. And up next for Seattle, Luke Raley. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. One base is empty.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. Guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Quick start here this evening, 2 out, top of the first. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Smoked on the ground a second. Paredes
He's
fires
out.
over to first. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher tonight, George Kirby.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time. High leg.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That's worth the price of admission. It's 1-0. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And in one hops the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw.
Nope, he's safe.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Runner at third, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering misses down and away. And that's got extra bases written all over it. In comes the run from third. It's 2-0.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the...
And that's down. A base hit. Throws to second. Now back in safely at first.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball.
Base hit, and a run comes in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. That ball was drilled, 106 off the bat, and that's the...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
2 bases.
A run comes in on the play. Toss to
He's
Naylor,
out.
and that is a big first out.
Well, you're definitely looking to do more with that opportunity at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position, but at least he puts the ball in play. They bring across 1 run. Still one out there to pick up. Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a
0-2
little
is the
bit
count.
early. Could be a great offensive day.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 2 away now. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That's a base hit as a run scores. Jake McCarthy stands. Okay, all set to go. And the batter now, Geraldo Perdomo. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Into center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And it stays fair. The throw into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now this is in the air down the line. Kwan makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Throw cut off and out of the plate. Save!
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kwan makes the catch. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. Now here is Isaac Paredes. Ohtani ranging into the alley. He makes the grab, and that is that. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike. Just
that missed.
That one.
Well, he's not afraid to fall
1 ball,
into a
2 strikes.
Count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Bregman is under it. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Nelson, a 6'3" righty, 185 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
That's outside. And that is ball one. Just
inside,
off the inside edge. That one fouled off. 2-2. 1 out. Base is empty. And a base hit up the middle.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying.
There's a swing and a drive. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're
that's
right
out.
where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
Fouled off. He was late. This one chopped to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now here is Trent Grisham. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him. Now the catcher up to hit, Austin Wells. And it's fouled away. 2 outs. Right there for a strike.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. back in New York. And now the DH, Blaze Alexander. Yarbrough back to work. Hit in the air, center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Jake McCarthy. And that one popped in the air, left field. Kwan sprinting after it. And there are two down. So two down now, and here is Tristan English. And that's fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're level. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Tosses across to first. That's out number 3. Back here in the Bronx, Singy, and we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League, had won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh?
Yeah.
It's tough not labeling that type of a year as
0-2.
success.
Got him. One gone here. Now the third baseman. Fought off foul. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States, and we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. Man at first with one gone. Now it's the second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Delivers the pitch in for a strike at 95. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Shohei Ohtani goes deep. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 5-2. One down. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. That one is absolutely belted. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. One out, runner at second. Here comes Corey Seager. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And a runner at second. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
That looked like a case
0-2.
of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at second. Stays alive. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Stephen Kwan will hit next. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Merrill snags it. That is the inning. Top half of the third inning. Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. Handles, throws
He's
the
up.
first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. High fly ball, right field. Ohtani nabs it. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Alex Bregman. On the ground. The throw to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Tap foul to plate.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. This third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double. Tries to get back.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty.
Now this is through for a base hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate.
He's safe.
And the lead is up to 5.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
1 gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Singled and scored his first time. To the right side. Slings to first in time. So now we see Ohtani at the plate. He homered earlier in this one, and it's not his first at Comerica Park.
Yeah, that's right. Shohei hit a milestone here in 2024. This is the site of his 200th career home run.
Merrill settles under it. As we go to the top of the fourth. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jackson Merrill. Up the middle. Nice grab. From his knees, the throw.
Got
On
him.
the money. Nice play. Isaac Paredes stands in now for the Diamondbacks. And first offering is fouled off. Singy 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and
That's a
before
ball.
that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
He hauls it in. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Blaze Alexander getting ready to hit. That one fouled off. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the
No,
throw, but it's
he's safe.
not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing.
Infield knock right there. He was able to beat that one out easily. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play.
That's an out.
the third out. Back for more from the Bronx. Ready to go, bottom 4. Leading off, Ben Rice. And a foul ball. When you look at the Yankees and think about all those retired numbers, in fact, no more single digits are available with the exception of 0. Chris, what stands out to you?
Well, for me, it kind of explains why I wore number 80 in spring training with the Yankees, other than the fact that...
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. That's
open the fence. That's a ground rule double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And next will be the cleanup hitter. So many great players have played for the Yankees, the likes of Gehrig and Ruth and DiMaggio and Mantle. And then the other retired numbers that really represent the most recent path of success, led, of course, by number 2, Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit and a run in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily.
Ball.
I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW-Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better English. Over to Perdomo. That's one.
He's out.
And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Did he
go?
A check swing. Appeal to third. No swing. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
He's got it, and that'll... Back at Yankee Stadium, now it's the second baseman, Tristan English. And a foul ball.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and it's a double play.
I think 4-6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
2 down, nobody on. Sliced hard, but foul. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Whips it across, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's O'Neal Cruz.